After over 30 years of war with Russia, including the Taliban occupation, Afghanistan is a country under major reconstruction with many problems that need to be addressed. One of these significant problems is the high mortality rate, especially amongst the women and children. UNICEF findings report that maternal and infant mortality is one of the highest in the world, as high as 1 in 6 of maternal mortality during childbirth, and infant mortality as high as 1 in 4 dying before they reach the age of 5 years old. Although not the only cause, malnutrition is a major and leading cause of the high maternal and infant mortality in Afghanistan. Malnutrition is synonymous with protein deficiency. The body needs protein for muscle growth and mental development. Without protein, the body's growth and mental capacities are significantly stunted. The best 4 sources of protein are meat, milk, eggs, and soybeans. Because meat, milk, and eggs are either too expensive and are very limited, we found soybeans as the cheapest alternative that provides a similar amounts of 38% protein as meat without the bad cholesterol, but with the heart-healthy amino-3 fatty acids, which is excellent for muscle growth and mental development. To address this nutritional need, Dr. Stephen Kwon developed a nutritional concept specifically for Afghanistan and founded Nutrition and Education International after his first visit to Afghanistan in May of 2003. In what has become his first of now 10 visits, he came to the finding that Afghans overwhelmingly prefer the taste of soy milk over cow milk during the blind taste tests. Dr. Kwon was warmly welcomed by Mazar-e Sharif community leaders for partnership, and thus the birth of the Soy Nutrition Initiative for Women and Children. As a result of his first trip in October of 2003, Nutrition and Education International was established as a 501c3 public charity organization. The clear goals of NEI is to provide nutritional solutions to combat malnutrition and also provide higher education to young men and women to become future leaders to take care of the nutritional needs of their country. In this development, NEI was given 30 acres of land to build a health and nutrition university in Mazar-e Sharif with a 99-year renewable lease. The first task was to produce a supply of protein crops to eliminate malnutrition. Since soybeans had never been grown before in Afghanistan, NEI had to introduce a soybean industry development program that commenced with the first experimenting to see whether soybeans could be grown under Afghan soil and climate conditions. The first experiment was held in Mazar-e Sharif on 5 acres of land with 6 different varieties of soybeans. Working with the Balkh Province's Department of Agriculture, they concluded the experiment as successful. Due to the success of Mazar-e Sharif's study, this opened up a major opportunity for NEI to conduct nationwide experimentation. Recognized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation in the capital city of Kabul, NEI was invited to jointly conduct soybeans cultivation tests in 12 major agricultural provinces. NEI brought in 4 varieties of soybean seeds from 2 soybean seed companies, one from Iowa, Stein Seed, and the other from Illinois, Gateway. With the technical assistance of Dr. Oval Myers from the University of Southern Illinois as our soybean cultivation expert, NEI invited 2 agronomists from each of the 12 provinces to be educated about the health benefits of soybeans and how to plant and cultivate them. Most of the provinces succeeded in production experimentation, which was great news of hope for the malnourished women and children who are in immediate dire need. Encouraged by the successful outcome, the Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation, together with the Ministries of Women's Affairs, the Ministry of Education, and the Ministry of Public Health, adopted NEI's Soy Initiative as a national project to implement together with NEI for the nutritional welfare of their women and children. Thus, in November of 2005, the 4 ministries signed NEI's national protocol to officially implement Afghanistan's national soy program.
This program will help also nutrition support to the women and children, but also it's a strong alternative livelihood program. So we hope that we will be able to expand the program into the district level and other provinces where they are not benefiting the program, and more children and more women of this country benefit. And I also like the processing. It's a very new technique in the country, and when you see that the taste of the milk is also very good, we like it, and we hope that it becomes a common use for the people of this country. And we hope that in the longer term we will be able to mix it with the very strong milk that we have here in the country, and also advocate for the culture of use of milk with the soy milk together.
The year 2006 was the first year to attempt major soybean production by working together with the Afghan farmers. This was a history-making year for Afghanistan, which never grew soybeans on a production scale before. Thanks to the donations of many concerned citizens, from elementary students who broke into their piggy banks to very successful businessmen, and many donations from Korea and Canada, NEI was able to bring 40 tons of soybean seeds from the United States. NEI provided the farmers with technical training, soybean seeds, inoculums, and fertilizer, all free of charge. This year, over 2,400 Afghan farmers have produced more than 1,000 tons of soybeans in 9 provinces. The harvested soybeans are now being collected, and many farmers are already consuming soybeans as winter nutrition. Due to the success of the 2006 cultivation, the Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation recognized soybeans as a very good cash crop for the farmers. As Afghanistan produces more than 90% of the world's opium, the Minister of Counter-Narcotics also announced soybeans as a viable alternative to opium poppies and verbally agreed to release government funding to purchase soybeans for the next season. Minister Qadri said that he wanted to completely cover opium fields with soybeans.
In my opinion, it's a very, very important plant. I think it's one of the plant that can replace poppy growing in Afghanistan, because not only being a good plant with a high value income that the people will get, it has got nutritious value also, and that's what we need to bring it to Afghanistan, so that the Afghan people get better nutrition. And in the meantime, we try to solve the problem of poppy in this country, which is not only affecting Afghanistan, it is affecting Afghanistan, Afghanistan's neighbor, in the whole world. So it's a curse, in my opinion, or a scourge for everybody in this world. I think it's the duty of everybody in this country, and it's the duty of everybody outside of Afghanistan, and try to come and help us so that we can eradicate this nasty or dangerous plant from our country.
NEI is now faced with several current challenges. About 1,000 tons of soybeans are available for providing needed nutrition to women and children living in the high mortality areas. There are 2 immediate methods to disseminate nutritious soybeans. First is the humanitarian soy milk feeding project with the Ministry of Women's Affairs. The Ministry of Women's Affairs identified the highest mortality districts in each of the 34 provinces. With financial support by Vancouver Korean Canadian citizens, NEI has opened 2 soy milk facilities which can produce and feed up to 2,000 servings of soy milk to the malnourished women and children. The first one is in Herat, and the second one is in Badakhshan, with the opening ceremonies held last November. The second method is roasting soy nuts at home. NEI has and will continue to train women trainers of the Ministry of Women's Affairs. Together with the Ministry of Women's Affairs, NEI will also go into the villages to demonstrate and distribute soybeans. Also, the private sector development is needed. In order to popularize soybean production, NEI is conducting many meetings with businessmen inside and outside Afghanistan for investment opportunities. With a generous donation from a concerned Korean, the first soy milk, soy nut, and tofu plant will be built in Kabul. That will be the showcase facility to encourage Afghan entrepreneurs to do the same around the country. NEI also needs more people to establish soy milk, soy nut, soy flour, and soy oil factories. The more we do, the sooner the malnourished people can be benefited. We have already noticed that many Afghans are consuming soybeans and liking it very much. NEI also has several support needs. We are looking for volunteers who will serve NEI in the United States, Korea, and Canada, but also to go to Afghanistan as NEI staff like Gilbert and Jeannie Kang, Joseph and Mimi Kim, Sunny Nam, and Kyungluk Kim. In Afghanistan, we also have many good people from our local Afghan NEI staff to many Afghan government officials and volunteer supporters. People with financial resources is always welcomed. We at NEI would sincerely like to thank all our supporters who have sacrificed their time and energy to pour out their hearts in helping the malnourished women and children. With your continued support and prayers, we will be able to save many lives and develop Afghanistan into a more modern country. Thank you.